Yes, the monkey is back. Okay. So I know I've been really lazy the past 2 weeks, but I've been somewhat busy. But I definitely could have been producing content. But, some big news today, so wanted to quickly address it. So Elon Musk officially purchased Twitter today and is taking it private. That's not the big. I guess it is big news, but everyone knows about it. But what I just read is that there are some previously banned accounts that are becoming unbanned. Um, I saw that a Baked Alaska burner account is back on Twitter. And I believe Beardson, one of his burner accounts, is back. Not their main accounts, but one of their accounts created in response to a ban. It's not perfect, but moral of the story is technically Baked Alaska and Beardson, just two examples, are back on Twitter. So that is reason to be elated and over the moon. So what I did on my sports Groiper account was I just submitted an appeal because I don't think they're just gonna mass unban everyone. Maybe, but I don't know. I just submitted an appeal. Maybe that'll do something. Hopefully it doesn't fall on deaf ears again. But yeah, that's the big news. And I know I've been posting on Gab that no one interacts with. I yell into the void there, and I yell into the void here, but that's okay. But I said I was going to start a series where I teach, more show than teach. I guess they're synonymous with each other, but show people how to write a college level A grade worthy paper. I still plan on doing that, but if Elon lets the Groipers back on Twitter, that changes everything for obvious reasons. It changes everything for everyone. One of the reasons I created my channel was so I could go through sports Twitter and just kind of shit post and interact with the disgusting liberal underbelly that has taken over, I guess, Twitter as a whole, but the sports discourse on Twitter is no different. So if I regain access to Twitter on my sports Groiper account, you know how I said on Gab that I was probably not going to use my YouTube channel as much, but that will change again if I get Twitter again. That is, I mean, I don't have the audience right now, but what I plan or what I had planned on doing from this Twitter account for my YouTube channel, I am supremely confident that what I wanted to do is it would have been very red pilling for a lot of people, and a lot is subjective. Um, Even if it's like 50, 100 people, that's a lot for me. Even if it's just one person red pilled by sports Groiper, reading my snarky, sarcastic remarks to sports leftists on Twitter. So, in addition to the writing, in addition to I guess, big sports / political news. Hopefully I can re-add that to my repertoire, because I think that would be really good for content. So yeah, that's that. As for the writing, like I mentioned before in an earlier video, this is my old college computer, and so I still have all my old like essays and projects and whatever saved onto it. I know I didn't save it onto the university cloud because I still wanted it after I graduated. But as far as I could tell, if I log out of the Microsoft Word account, it's going to want me to log back in, obviously, if I want to log back in. And it's going to want my old college password with my college email. And I don't have access to that email anymore, and I definitely don't remember the password. So I fear I would have had to start anew on Word, because since this is linked to my college account, my name just pops up on the Word doc, and that's a pain in the ass to get rid of every time I want to upload. And I wouldn't be able to stream because it would just be there. So I think what I'll end up doing is researching what Substack is. I've heard of that before, and I guess people just write there. You can put your content behind a paywall, or you can make it free, or you can do a combination of both. So what I'm thinking, very prematurely, is that I could maybe live stream me writing on Substack. Hopefully there's like no way to dox myself there, but I can have the screen on the Substack, and I could pull up like tabs with research, whatever. I think that would be good. Unfortunately, we're already basically in May, and colleges are all getting out soon. High schools only have like another month. So this is the writing content probably won't help anyone immediately. So maybe it could just get stored in the bank for later use, which will be fine. I don't have a problem with that. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. In regards to what I wanted to write about first, I was thinking about it. I wanted to do something like sports and politics related, which is what I did in college. But then it dawned on me. I was thinking about how Wuza, his goal was to say Cozy TV like 100,000 times or something, in hopes of Nick letting him on the platform to stream. I'm not going to do that. But what I am thinking is I will write a paper. I will write a paper filled, brimming over the top with facts and logic to own the CEO of Cozy.tv, Nick Fuentes. Not only will he be astounded by the content of the paper, he will be utterly impressed and persuaded to deeply consider letting sports groypers stream on the platform. That's how confident I am in the writing. And today, this by no means is me comparing myself to Andrew Anglin, but this is to say that Nick was gassing up Andrew Anglin today. And my point is that Nick appreciates good writing, which I think is important for what I'm trying to do. I'm not Andrew Anglin, okay? It's not what I'm saying. But Nick is, he said this before, he's an good art respecter. He's a good content respecter. He respects good content. And I am confident that my writing, if I, take the time and put in the time and energy to do it like I did in college, um, I think Nick would respect it. And like I've mentioned before, there's a massive untapped market out there of right-wing sports people who are trapped by the controlled opposition, right-wing sports people, or that it's just like ESPN and like libtards. So I've been looking for someone like me, and there's a contingent of people looking for someone. I guess not necessarily me. They're looking for they're looking for based and red-pilled sports guy. Um, yeah, and that's me. I'm gonna fill that void. I'm not gonna give away too much of what I want to say in this paper, but it's gonna be good, and hopefully I can live stream it. Um, what else? What else is there? I think there was something else. Oh, yeah, this thing right here, this tab, Timcast IRL. I was not watching that leisurely. I was going to do a video reacting to the stream because Jonathan Isaac is in it, and he was part of the first video I ever did on here. The main theme of something like that is Jonathan Isaac, black professional basketball player for the Orlando Magic, but has done some ostensibly right wing things in public. So when that happens, the controlled opposition right, like Outkick, Daily Wire, that's pretty much it. Daily Wire did this with Gina Carano, and they did it with Jonathan Isaac. And the point is that whenever someone comes out in sports as ostensibly right wing, these ghouls at Daily Wire, they're so quick to sink their claws into these unsuspecting athletes who believe the Daily Wire people are acting in good faith. They just want to help out. If you sign this contract where you promise to take a trip to the Middle East somewhere and say some certain things and not say other things, and make public appearances with Ben Shapiro and stuff like that. So I wanted to react. Yeah, and I remember thinking that a reaction stream in lieu of the Nick Medicare debate, where our side was shitting all over like React content. React content. So that's why I delayed it a little, to kind of let the dust settle. Because React content is the lowest form of content, TBH. But yeah, so I still want to do that at some point, just to see how it went. It's always funny to laugh at Ben Shapiro. To be fair, he's not the worst, but the flaws he does have are very, very intolerable. So that's why we hate him. Anything? One viewer. Let's go. Is it me? Does it count me? Who knows? But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Elon, let the Groypers back on Twitter right now. Do it now, or else. Oh no, I remember Gab and Andrew Torba. I feel bad for the guy, especially because he's a really good guy. he spent all this time and money and energy into trying to create a Twitter competitor, counterpart, alternative, whatever you want to call it. And if we're being honest, the site is shit. And I only say that because you can't talk about Gab without comparing it to Twitter. That's just the way it's going to have to work because Twitter is the gold standard. So yeah, it gives me no pleasure to say that, but Gab is basically unusable, and the only people on there are groypers, wignats, and like Q boomers. So it's really no fun. I think that's pretty. I think that's been substantiated since everyone's been banned from Twitter. Um, so yeah, I feel bad for Torba, but that said, hopefully if he's not operating on too much of a loss, hopefully he still keeps up with it because you never know what's going to happen with Twitter. Like, yeah, Elon bought it today. We're going to see what's going to happen with that. But you never know. Like, if Elon actually is like incredibly based and lets everyone back and the dialogue changes rapidly and the Overton window like sees a rapid shift like way back to the right like fast, I wouldn't be surprised if the government steps in, something happens, or if like the CIA literally kills Elon Musk. I wouldn't put that past the government to do that. So that being said, hopefully Torba still tries to make improvements to Gab because it's good to have just in case. And I know that's kind of a shitty thing to say. Like, keep building your platform that no one's going to use anymore because we one day we might need it again. Yeah, hopefully he has the resources to be able to make that work. But yeah, Twitter being back for us is it trumps anything Gab can do any day of the week. I'm sorry to say that, Andrew Torba, but it is what it is. Yeah, so that's definitely it. That's all I wanted to talk about. So yeah, I'm gonna look into Substack, see what's going on there, and I'll try and stream again or record a video again. Oh, okay, definitely last thing. So yeah, gonna do that stuff and the draft. The NFL draft is Thursday. If I'm not busy, I'll probably just like live stream and have like the draft board on my screen and just kind of talk through it, I guess. I'm not expecting anyone to be there, but this is all for the content bank, all for documentation purposes and for fun. I said that in my first video. This is for my practice, sanity, fun, whatever. I don't mind if no one watches. That's not the point. I will build it and they will come. Hopefully. So yeah, that's it. Definitely a stream Thursday night. Yeah, whoever's viewing, if that doesn't count me, yeah, whoever's here, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that's gonna be the stream.